Hey, Scruffy. Right at the door. See me through the screen? So, let's see. I have a fresh can of meaty pate with real chicken and tuna and kibble. So, it looks like you're all ready to eat. So, it's still kind of early. So, Scruffy's moving over. I was about to cut in front of him. Okay, I'm going to put your food on the table. Put the glove on. Okay. So, I think the weather is about the same as yesterday. Actually, no, I take that back. It actually feels cooler right now. I'm not sweating. Or maybe I will be in a few minutes, but I think yesterday I was already sweating the moment I came out. So it's maybe a couple degrees cooler. Not a lot, but apparently it makes a little bit of a difference. So I'm planning to go for an interval run right after I finish feeding Scruffy. So I'm actually running a little late today, but since the interval run is shorter, I should have plenty of time. So I've been really frustrated with how far behind things I've fallen. Can't seem to get caught up. So I need to, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. It just seems like, yeah, just can't get caught up. So I did finish that thing I had a deadline on last night, so that's done at least. But I still got a bunch of other things I gotta do. So I still haven't touched the refrigerator. I actually noticed the compressor, or whatever the cooling unit is, fan or whatever, it's making noise. Seemed I mean, yeah, it wasn't unusual. I've heard the noise before, so there's nothing wrong with the system. I just kind of noticed it was seemed to be running longer than I've noticed in the past. And the temperatures in the refrigerator, I think, were cooler. It just could be a coincidence when I checked it. I happened to catch it maybe at a period of times where it just seemed like it was continuously running. And then when I checked the temperature, it was maybe after it was near the end of its cooling cycle, so the refrigerator was as cold as it's going to get. I guess I'll keep an eye on it, see what happens. But right now it tells me it's in perfect working order, which is not what I want, because I want to get somebody to diagnose and fix it. And so if it's in good working order, chances are they're not going to be able to fix it. So Scruffy's facing away from me at the moment. Not sure if that means he's already done with pets. Oh, hey. Scratched me. I think he did a double swipe there. So both paws. No, that's going to require a timeout. Big timeout, probably. Not good, Scruffy. I think we'd actually gone maybe 2 weeks. Almost. I don't know what I should do. So I can tempt it to just get up, bring the food inside. See if that gets it through his thick skull. It shouldn't do that. If he scratches me again, I'll do that. And by scratches me again, I mean tonight. Stretching out his paw there. So he gave double swipes and a hiss, I think. So I'm looking right at him. So I'm not sure what set him off. So I was commenting just a moment before. It looked like he was, his back was turned. It looked like he does that sometimes when he's getting close to food time. So we're going to have to resume the pets, because I don't want to feed him right after being scratched. Send the wrong message. Still have a few minutes to go, though, so... So I wasn't sure why he'd be ready for food so soon. Okay, I'm lowering my glove. Okay, that's the first solid contact he's done. He's doing very light strokes. This is a little more firm. So let's see, yeah, so I've even been falling behind and uploading these videos a little bit. So I'm still uploading them, but yeah, I've fallen behind on the writing the description and making the thumbnail. So I'm going to get caught up on that. So my descriptions are extra weak from the past few days, or maybe a little longer than that. That's probably the reason. Actually, I've also forgotten to check what my data usage looks like at the moment. So I think, yeah, last month I was talking about how it was, I think, getting a little close to the limit. So the month finally ended, and I still had a pretty good buffer. I was getting into the morning track, but I still probably, I wasn't that close. Just a little more close for comfort than I'm used to, but I probably still have plenty of space. But now I've lost track of where I was, because my data usage actually is probably stayed about the same. And I don't know, let's see, I forgot. So because of the way they count, so I recently have had to increase my data usage because of some online classes. I got into some bonus material stuff, some extra sessions and stuff like that, so my data usage has gone up. And I'm still in that, so I need and I don't know if that happened at the start of the month or in the middle of it, so I need to keep an eye on my data usage. Okay, I'm running over with pets here. I need to feed Scruffy, but that timeout forced me to delay things. Okay, let's get your food. Bunch of leaves in his tail again. Yeah, it is a few degrees cooler than yesterday, so I'm starting to sweat, but it's not nearly as bad as yesterday. Could be the humidity, could be less humidity today. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I don't think the temperature is that much cooler than yesterday. So anyway, let's see. This morning, I happened to be in the kitchen, and I think I was putting some dishes away, and Scruffy suddenly jumped up on the table, just coincidentally. And I don't think he knew I was up here. And then, after a few moments, he finally noticed me. And so I grabbed the camera, and we kind of stared at each other for a little bit. So eventually I stopped filming, and I left. I was done cleaning out the dishwasher, so and I went on what I was doing, and I think Scruffy ended up sleeping on the table for a few hours. And then at lunchtime I came out, and he was on the other side of the table. He was awake this time, and so he was just sitting there on the edge of the table. He didn't want to come closer, so I tried playing the waiting game for a little bit, but to me it looked pretty clear he wasn't going to come, so I just said screw it, went back in. Got too many things he's got to do. So it's kind of a typical day with Scruffy. So surprised, he scratched me tonight. I thought we'd just have kind of another usual dinner, but he had the scratch. Hope he doesn't throw up tonight. So I do need to get out for my run, even though it's shorter. I'm a little, yeah. I only have a window before sunset. So yeah, I wouldn't have enough time to do a long run tonight. So I needed to start a little bit earlier than this. So let's see. Yeah, I tried to pour. Yeah, it's fresh can of cat food, so I tried to pour in the gravy or the fat or whatever, the extra liquid into the bowl. There wasn't that much in this one. So I've been commenting for a while that the amount of liquid in the can is very inconsistent. So sometimes there's a lot, and sometimes there's not much. I haven't figured out why that is. Because even with the same exact flavors, I've seen quite a difference in the amount of liquid. My theory was that it might do with how old the food is, so maybe if it's been sitting around longer, the fat or juices or whatever have time to separate. Because I think when I bought this pack in particular, there's been very little liquid overall, and so I thought maybe because it was such a fresh pack, the juices hadn't had time to separate. But tonight, yeah, there wasn't that much. It was a little bit, but not that much. So it's less than some other cans in this pack. So I don't know if the age theory holds true. So I presume, since they all came in the same pack, they were probably manufactured around the same time. And probably at the same factory and probably same recipe, so shouldn't really be any variations, it seems like. Scruffy's starting to throw up. There it goes. Wow, this is an awful night. So he gets scratched twice, hissed at, and he throws up. What an awful dinner. Hey, Scruffy. I think he agrees. So he's pretty far along in the meal, so I think he's going to throw up one more time. There he goes. Wish he'd throw up on the mat, not the deck. Okay, folks, I think I'm going to end it early. I think, yeah, he likes to be left alone, I think, after throwing up. And then I'll come back and eat. So I'm going to get him more kibble and just leave it out. And then I'm going to go for my run. And then when I get back, chances are he'll have probably eaten everything, including the vomit. And then I'll have a minimal amount of cleanup. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.